You felt the unease, that quiet pull in your gut, but you convinced yourself it was nothing. You saw him pull away, dodge your questions, and keep you guessing, but you told yourself, he's just busy. You noticed the small dismissals, the jokes that stung, the affection that only came when he wanted it, and still, you stayed. You thought it was your imagination, but it wasn't. It was real. And it's the reason good women often end up with emotionally unavailable men. Here's the truth most people will never tell you. It's not that these men are irreparably broken. And it's not that you are too much or too sensitive. It's about patterns. Patterns your heart unconsciously chooses. Patterns your brain confuses with love. Patterns that can quietly steal your peace, your confidence, and even your sense of self if you don't recognize them early. Let me tell you about a woman named Ada. Ada was smart, kind, and deeply compassionate. She gave love freely, not because she had to, but because it came naturally. She met a man who was calm, composed, and just a little mysterious. At first, she was drawn to him. His distance felt like depth. His selective attention felt like meaning. But soon, the small things began to add up. He wouldn't respond to messages for hours, sometimes days. When she asked why, he said he was busy, stressed, or just not good with words. Ada excused him. She told herself she understood. She wanted to trust him. Then came the subtle put-downs. Comments disguised as jokes about her being too sensitive or overthinking. Each time, it stung, but he followed it with warmth, smiles, or small gestures. And slowly, Ada began shrinking. She filtered her words. She suppressed her feelings. She questioned herself more than she questioned him. If this is already opening your eyes, take 1 second and like the video. And if you're growing with us, subscribe and walk with us here. Ada's story is not unique. Millions of women fall into similar patterns because emotionally unavailable men are experts at intermittent reinforcement, giving affection inconsistently, just enough to keep hope alive. Her brain began associating anxiety with relief. Every withdrawal, every silence, every cold day made moments of warmth feel more intense, almost addictive. Now, let's look at another story. This one is about a woman named Lila. Lila always chose partners who were career-focused, distant, or emotionally unavailable because she thought she could fit in later. She was successful, nurturing, and ambitious, but she constantly compromised her needs to chase love that never fully arrived. The pattern repeated. Each man offered bits of attention, keeping her invested while leaving her emotionally dangling. The reason this happens repeatedly is partly psychological. Many good women grow up in environments where love felt conditional. Maybe approval had to be earned. Maybe attention was inconsistent. The brain learns to attach to small doses of affection, confusing it with care or intimacy. What I'm about to say is why some of you keep repeating the same cycle. It's not about finding the wrong men. It's about unknowingly repeating patterns your heart has already learned. Here's the psychology behind it. Humans crave emotional safety. Our brains recognize attachment cues early. When someone is emotionally distant, anxiety rises. When affection is returned unpredictably, dopamine floods the system. This is the same chemical released during moments of pleasure or mild addiction. Your brain begins confusing chaos with connection. You don't bond with health. You bond with relief. And that's why good women often stay in cycles of hope, doubt, and longing. Now, let's add another layer. A woman named Sarah had a partner who was intermittently kind but consistently unavailable during important moments. Holidays, birthdays, stressful events. He was absent when she needed him most. Sarah felt unseen, invalidated, and invisible. Yet she kept forgiving, explaining, and waiting. Why? Because the occasional moments of attention felt like love. It's what behavioral psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. And it creates an attachment loop that is difficult to break. But here's the empowering part. Once you recognize the pattern, you can disrupt it. Do this. Observe how he treats you when there's no crisis, no drama, no excitement. True consistency shows emotional availability. Stop that. Stop excusing repeated patterns because of charm, apologies, or potential. Potential is not proof of emotional health. Patterns are. Start here. Notice your feelings. If a relationship leaves you anxious, insecure, or constantly questioning yourself, take it as valuable information. It's not punishment. It's guidance. Do this. Set clear boundaries. Speak your truth once. Observe the response. Dismissive or invalidating reactions are signals, not negotiation opportunities. Stop that. Stop trying to fix someone else's emotional maturity. It cannot be taught by your love. Start here. Surround yourself with people who model emotional intelligence and consistency. Communities, friends, mentors who reinforce self-worth and emotional safety. Do this. Trust your instincts. That quiet discomfort in your chest? It's your subconscious protecting your welfare. Don't ignore it. Take it seriously. Let's talk about the biggest red flag women often overlook: the effect the relationship has on their own self-worth. If your peace, clarity, and confidence are consistently compromised, the problem isn't just him. The problem is the dynamic, and it needs to change. Now, practical steps you can start today. Observe patterns, not promises. Notice consistency over charm or fleeting attention. Protect your emotional energy. Pause, reflect, and enforce boundaries when you feel invalidated. Check your attachment triggers. Understand why certain behaviors keep you invested despite emotional strain. Surround yourself with support. Lean on women, friends, or communities who reinforce self-worth. Act early. Trust discomfort signals before attachment deepens. Your intuition is always right. And remember, your value is not determined by someone else's availability. Love should enhance your life, not destabilize it. If this resonates you today, like this video. Comment, "I choose clarity." And share this with someone who needs this truth. Don't forget to subscribe to Women's Reality. Because you deserve love that is consistent, nurturing, affirming, and empowering. You deserve emotional safety. You deserve respect. You deserve clarity.